What's up, guys? It is Captain Cook. I am back in the kitchen, and tonight, because of this insane heat wave that we've had in New York, I'm going to treat myself. I want something a little bit tangy, and I want something refreshing, and I also want to drink a little bit. So I'm going to make myself a nice frozen margarita. Compliments of our friends at Westchester Margarita Man. I'm going to do a little unboxing because they were so nice to send me some. And I'm going to make some fresh Pico de Gallo, and I'm going to do it sans cilantro because the last time I did something with cilantro, I got a whole bunch of complaints because statistically and genetically, half the people think it tastes like green soap. Go figure. So, let's get into it. First things first, margaritas. My good friends at the Westchester Margarita Man has sent me a little care package and gave me a little note. Dear Captain Cook, enjoy some margs on us. Pairs perfectly with tacos and hot sauce. Let us know how you like them. The Westchester Margarita Man. Thank you guys so much. I am absolutely going to get into these. Nice little flyer that comes with it. So I'm sure it has all their flavors. Heyo, if you guys are planning a party, if you want some good mixes, anything like that, they have machines they rent out. They have blends that you can look at on the site. It's the perfect thing, especially in this insane heat wave. You need something like this, especially if you don't want to burn out your blender, which I'm about to do now. So let's see what we got in here. Booyah! Westchester Margarita Man concentrate. Boom! Check that shit out. First things first, guys, we're going to get a little bit of slice of this lime here just to use as a garnish before we actually use anything for the juice. Booyah. All right. And the garnish, I'm going to conveniently put over the crack. So no one knows I have a crack, which now everybody knows I have a crack. And let that lime juice go in there. I'm going to option out of the salt just because I want to taste as much of this mix as possible. Leave this juice because we're going to need this juice. We're going to use one for the margarita and we're going to use the other one for the Pico de Gallo. And those are the tomatoes. I've already got the top vines and pits out, so everything's getting ready. So, guys, for my tequila, I am using Camarena Silver Tequila. All right, this stuff is extremely good. I buy the big bottles of this all the time. The only reason I got the small ones is because I was on the way home from work, and believe it or not, they had sold out in the store. This was the only one they had left of this specific tequila. I like the silver version of this so much that I was willing to buy the child-sized bottles just for this margarita. That's good. All right, first things first, let's get some ice in there, all right? Like I said, it's preferable if you have a margarita machine. If not, if you need to get a margarita machine, luckily, we now know somebody who rents out machines. And that is their phone number. I won't deprive you of that, and their website. Go check them out. So nice of these guys to send me some margs. God knows we need it when it's 90 degrees outside. So, I'm going to go in with the ice. I'm just going to try to press the ice really quick. Just a little bit to break it up. There you go. Now, that is not 100% necessary to do that. I just like doing that to break up the ice a little bit so the rest of the transition is pretty easy. First things first, we're going to go in with the tequila. Now, I could leave it at that, but I'm not that kind of person. So, we're going to go in with numero dos. Now, that is absolutely not the ratio that you should have. Usually you should have way more ice, but like I said, I'm borderline alcoholic sometimes, so that's fine. We're going to go in with the mix. Oh, daddy. That's what I'm talking about. You see that? This is adult slushy to the next level. That's what this is. This is big boy slushy time. All right. We're going to go in with some lime juice, all right? This is, again, optional. I love a little bit of lime juice in my mugs. All right, so I'm going to pretend like that was way easier than it really was. Oh, God. I'm going to work out my hand muscles. All right, lime juice in. Now, like I said, we're on pulse. We're going to start on pulse low. Oh. All right, now we're going to go on high till it's all blended. I think we are Good. Okay. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Let's try it. Oh yeah. All right. Let's do this. Oh, what in the world is more pretty than that? I'm gonna rub my lime over the edge, and that's not a euphemism. Well, let's do it up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Feel good. It's pretty tasty. Oh man. You should also make sure that you have a margarita glass, because you could easily spill out of a martini glass. I just don't have one, and also looks a little bit more fancy, you know? Oh, that's good. Okay, so that will absolutely be 100% refreshing while we make our Pico de Gallo. So first things first, making Pico de Gallo is, crap on there. These good tomatoes. Get the pits and the seeds, the vines out of the tomatoes there. And then you just want to start cutting slices with the tomatoes like this. And if your knife is sharp enough, it should go right through the tomato. I say this a lot, but I will say it again. The one thing that is more dangerous than a sharp knife is a dull knife. You have a dull knife in the kitchen, that's how you lose fingers. It's no good for anybody. So, just in the sake of time, I'm going to show you really quickly just on this one, and then I'm going to dice up another tomato. I like to go like that, and then I like to take a few of the slices and just go into sections like this. And then from there, kind of line everything up. You go as thick, as thin as you want. And that's going to give you those beautiful little Pico de Gallo cubes, kind of a rough chop that you want. This is a beef tomato. This is a little bit bigger than I would usually use, but you know what? Going big or go home. All right, after you've got the tomatoes in the bowl and ready, you can take your red onion. Now, usually you can do this with a white onion. I'm doing it with a red onion because I'm not using cilantro. Red onion has a little bit of the tang, and we'll substitute for that extra flavor that cilantro usually gives. This technique is a very, very, very classic technique to cutting onions. Definitely go slow and try it the first time. Don't just try to do it, on your own from watching my video. But you do that so that this comes out perfect every single time. Look at that. Unbelievable. You let the weight of the knife take care of the hard work. Nothing easier. Ah, absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Exact same size every single time. This could be better. Take some of that, throw that in there. Don't be shy with the red onion. I know it's a lot of flavor. We happen to love onions in this house, but that's just us. So, some of that over there. Now, this is optional, but kind of not. Jalapeno. Diced up jalapeno. Bam! Throw that in there. And the pièce de résistance. Lime. Now what I'm going to do, because I'm a fancy boy, is get a zester and put the zest from a lot of the lime as well as the juice. The zest will give it a little bit of extra bite. Remember? And what we're looking for is some bite. Oh yeah. See that? Look at that. Love it. Perfect. Now let's just cut this lime in half. All right, give me some of the juice from this here. Oh, yes, Daddy. Okay. All right, after this, all we need, some salt, 1 pinch worth. Yes, that is an actual measurement, maybe 1.5, depending on how you like it. And this is also optional, but I'm gonna throw in just a pinch of garlic powder, which again, you don't have to do. And almost necessary, for me at least, is fresh cracked ground black pepper. Most meals that I have black pepper in them. Now, I'm gonna give this a good mix. Really good mix. And this, with this, is the perfect way to cool down. Now, this may look pretty to some people. But what is it really without a taste test? So, let's try it out. Corn tortillas. Check. Boom. Let's try it out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mind you, this is without cilantro too. This is so good. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. 2 very easy ways to cool down during this heat wave. If you're here in New York, stay safe, charge everything. Hopefully there's not another power outage. Hopefully everyone's alive this weekend when it's 97 degrees. Guys, check out Westchester Margarita Man. If you have a party, if you just want to blend, amazing. Laura and everybody over there will take care of you. I am going to enjoy the rest of this and this. And thanks for stopping by.